this century of technological advancement, women, particularly those in the rural areas of Sierra Leone, are faced with several challenges in managing their menstruation with self-respect. Customs and traditions in this country, except the Creoles, forbid women from openly discussing vagina-related issues. Thus, menstrual hygiene discussion has been hidden. Because of this, many young girls grew up with little or no knowledge on menstrual hygiene. This is a research revolution done by Ladies Layni Foundation. The amalgamation of these two organizations is to help girls understand menstrual hygiene, give them platform to discuss it, supply them with sanitary kits, and teach them how to use them. This year, the two organizations assembled pupils at Paramedical in Bo City to celebrate World Menstrual Hygiene Day.
Menstruation is just part of a woman's lifetime, and it's a monthly bleeding that normally occurs. What really happens? We have some amount of hormones in our system that we have certain endocrine glands that do produce these hormones. The endocrine system, as we all know, is part of the body. It's a whole system on its own, and this endocrine system has its own glands that it produces. These glands in turn do produce these hormones. And for today's discussion, as we are looking at menstruation, we are going to look at one of the glands that the endocrine do produce, which is the gonads. The gonads is made up of two hormones. It has the estrogen and the progesterone. And the gland that do produce these hormones is the ovaries. For us women, we have the ovaries that is part of our reproductive organ. So we are going to look at this estrogen and progesterone, the hormones that the ovaries do produce. The estrogen and progesterone is absolutely responsible for this monthly discharge that we do experience. We also have another gland that do produce something called follicle stimulating hormone and the luteinizing hormones. The luteinizing hormone do produce the ova for our own study. It do produce the ova and the sperm. And the ova, for you guys to understand, is the egg. This egg is normally produced every month. It's something that is mysterious. Science has their own explanation to it. But the body do produce this ova. And what really happens during the menstrual cycle is this. Every month, our body do produce this ova. For your own sake or for your level, we can call it the egg for the benefit of all of us here today. So when these eggs are produced every month, you know what happens? The eggs are waiting. They are waiting to be fertilized every month. Let's say, for instance, this lady is a teenager now. She's not ready to get pregnant. No, not really. She wants to finish her school, finish her education, get a job, or maybe then she'll get married and get pregnant. This teenager is not ready to get pregnant. And so when these eggs are produced every month, the egg is like this. Oh, I want to be fertilized. I want to be fertilized. What is going to fertilize me? Well, the egg needs a sperm to fertilize it. So what happens if at the end of the month or during the month, this egg does not fertilize? What happens? The body do shed it off. The shedding of this egg is what we do see as the blood, or we call it hemorrhage.
A lot of schoolgirls who do not know how to take care of themselves during menstruation have missed their lessons. But today's lesson teaches them the right approaches to take care of themselves.
How you should take care of yourself, the water facility. At least you should bathe twice a day. If you're on your floor, no matter what, try to bathe twice a day. That's for the bathing. And when changing your pad, 4 to 6 hours. Anytime you want to change your pad, wash your genital area properly and then change your pads. There are two methods of using the product we are using. Other countries, they are using other methods like tampons, they are using menstrual cup, but for Sierra Leone, we are only using 2 methods, which are disposable and non-disposable pad and cotton. So if you're using any one of them, let's take precaution. When using pad, please don't dump it in a flush toilet because it causes problem. So you have to wrap it well, then dump it in a pit. Then if you're using a cloth, which most of us are using, because there in the survey, over 500 girls are using cloths. So that means it's comfortable for you when using it. Some say they cannot afford to buy pad, and that's why they are using cloth. So if you're using cloth, please wash it properly. And when you're done, rinse it well with lukewarm water, hang it under the sun. Why you shouldn't hang it inside where the place is dark, because it can attract microorganisms, which are fungus and bacteria. And when you take it and use it again, you hold to yourself infection. And infection, if they're not treated, they cause a lot of disease. They cause endometritis, they cause many other sickness in your system. So for you to avoid that, you need to dry it under the sun. If possible, iron it well and keep it if possible. Our nutrition has a lot to tell on our menstruation. What you eat tells you what you produce during your menstrual flow. If you're not eating, some of us that wants to be like snake, who just want to be slim and look good, it tells a lot on your menstrual flow. And so you have to eat well, have a plenty sleep, rest well. When you're on your menstruation, it's not everybody that has to notice it on you, that I'm having my flow, that's why I'm weak. No. Be strong, clean up. If your hygiene is very good, you wash yourself twice a day, you change frequently, and then when you're having stomach pain, you use lukewarm water.
The pupils also benefited from sanitary pad kits Layni Foundation and Real Ladies supplied.
In my research some time ago, we found out that most kids cannot even, they can't afford the pad, the disposable pad, that is. So most of them resort to using cloth. In fact, even now, most of them are using cloth. It's the question of affordability. So we try to introduce the cloth model in a more refined way. The reusable ones that we have introduced them to is washable. You can use it for up to 3 years as long as you wash it properly and iron it. So we give them not only the pads, we give them a kit, a bag that has towels inside, soap, and the 2 different pads, the reusable and the disposable. So it's a matter of affordability. Most of them cannot afford the disposable pads.
So when talking about menstrual hygiene in public for the first time is an emancipation to many young girls.
Our parents used to tell us that we are not to talk about menstruation. Sometimes even when you talk about menstruation near your mother or father, they will shout on you. But I'm happy today, most of our parents are here. May 28th, Menstrual Hygiene Management Day. They have noticed now that we are supposed to talk about menstruation, that nothing is bad if a girl like me says something about menstruation. It's important to me as a school girl to know my menstruation cycle, because if I don't know my menstruation cycle, I will get pregnant at the age I'm not supposed to do so. Teenage pregnancy, at least for now, I will avoid it because I know how to control my menstrual cycle.
George Philip Jambawa.